So I'll take a quick case study of what we did and what our experience in setting up the community networks. So we started setting up community networks to provide internet access to a couple of villages in Andhra Pradesh. That is how we started. But the case went interesting when we went to the tribal areas of Andhra Pradesh. Maybe you might have heard of something called Maredumilli, which is a scenic location. There, when we went into the interiors of the village, maybe 15-20 kilometers into the forest, there are people who don't even have internet connectivity, not even mobile connectivity. So not just about mobile connectivity, there are villages in that area where there is no electricity at all. So we were surprised, our team was surprised about how their livelihood happened, how they are connected to internet, and how their entire day keeps on going. So to our shock, like, we were all thinking about why so many pregnancy deaths are there, why so many people are dying on the roads, etc. Once we met there, we understood that the connectivity is also a key for in the case of emergencies. So they don't have access to telephone to make an emergency call, to call an ambulance. They had to travel 15 kilometers to just call for an ambulance. So we were really shocked with the situation. So we thought, okay, this is where the community networks can bring a huge change. So our team went back, came back with the basic network gear. We started providing the network access for the entire village. The people in the village were able to sit at their homes and start accessing their the basic internet. So the basic internet is as less as 1 Mbps that they can access for the entire village. So they were hardly able to send WhatsApp messages. So we thought, okay, that is still fine. At least they were connected with the way that to the whole world, or they can share the information. But our aim, as SwechaAP's aim, is to bridge the digital divide. We found the students, the local youth, or someone couldn't have access to the basic information. They can't access the educational content. They can't access the videos. They can't access the basic tutorials. So we thought, okay, this should not be the case. On the next phase, we tried to pull in a lot of open access content, a lot of Creative Commons available content in the whole internet. And we curated for school children, for farmers, for women, and everyone. And we made an offline server where the people across the village can access to the content even without having an internet connection. So we downloaded the whole Wikipedia. There is a project called Kivix. There are a lot of free and open source projects which powered us to do this, like Freedom Box, Kivix, Jellyfin. So we used all these tools, built a system, built a server where the people used to connect to online when they want to share information to their friends or their whereabouts and everything. But to access the content, education, resources, books, videos, movies, and everything, they had it on an offline server. So this is the way we try to provide access to the content, not just about providing access to the internet. But still we found a lot of issues with that. People are not accessing the content that we as intended to be. People are not looking at the educational videos. So we thought, okay, this is not way how the things will go. So people are downloading games. A lot of kids were just using the internet to play online games and all. So yeah, so that's okay. That is not why we set up the network for. We want people to socially and economically grow in their lives. Those are the areas where there are kids who never even touched a computer. There are people who might have the knowledge of the basic communication and all, but due to the inaccess to the computers, they were unable to write the online exams. They just disqualified from the online exams, even though they know the knowledge, but couldn't access the computers. So what could we do for them? And just the cell phone towers came in, Jio, Airtel, all these came in, and people started accessing the internet. And we know how the tech monopolies today doesn't let everyone to use the way that we want to use the internet. So they control what we see, they control what we want to watch, and they control our life. So we never saw the empowerment happening. So the whole networks are going south. So, and again, we want to bring in the democracy in the way the networks work. So how democracy? The people in the local area should be able to create the content for their needs, and they should be able to control how their internet works and what sort of content the people can watch, and all should be controlled by the community in that village. So this is where we transitioned from the community networks to something called a community digital library. So the community digital library, we choose, or in fact we demanded to set up community digital libraries in government schools. So why government schools is, we as an organization are working for bridging the digital divide in education. So we thought to provide some impact for the future generations. So that is where we choose a primary school. We choose a upper primary school in that village, and set up basic computers, small computers, along with the community network, which covers the entire village, and a basic internet service, and a trainer who runs the curriculum in that village. So now we have integrated computers into the school curriculum. So that is the first school in that entire mandal which has a computer courses in their curriculum. So we provided a lot of offline content, so where people can access. And we run digital literacy missions across the village. So once the center is set up, a lot of people started coming in, asked doubts about how to use this app. Yeah, so, and all. So the social impact that we were able to create was transitioning from a student who can't touch a mouse to someone who can design using a tool. So how computers can enable people to learn everything. And people were able to write mock examinations, prepare content, and a lot of things. So this is the kind of impact that we were able to create. And we want to emphasize the role of how free software and the open knowledge systems and the Creative Commons content, which empowered us or enabled us to bring this impact. So we want to share a lot, but due to the time constraints, we just want to close. We have a stall outside, the SwechaAP stall, the community digital library. You can visit us. There is a big team of volunteers, so who will help you out and who will explain what we do. Thanks.